Good evening, Podcast Nation. Welcome back to Legacy Wealth Advantage Podcast. Today, I have a episode for you today. First of all, it's been a while. It's been one too many episodes or one too many weeks too long. I do apologize. I've been out about, busy creating, building. I just want to start off. I am blessed. It is my pleasure to be in your presence, mentally, physically, and spiritually right now for the next 30 minutes or so with this podcast. I really thank you for tuning in and giving me your attention, which is hard to do specifically in 2020 when it's just a whole bunch of shit going on. You got COVID, you got fair Black Lives Matter rights and riots and peaceful protests going on, and regular life matters that go on besides death, finances, people being out of work, people finally going back to work. It's a lot going on. So, again, welcome to Podcast Nation. Hope you're having a beautiful life out there, even with all the chaos going on. Hopefully you find a way to find peace. Peace is intrinsic. It is necessary to understand the process of pain to get to the beauty. Without a struggle, you can know no true meaning of real life. We go through our ups and downs, and 2020 is a great example of what a down it's going to take to destroy, to build even bigger and better. Not only body-wise, when it comes to COVID-19, you gotta have strong morals, principles, and habits. This is why, people. You can't just take care of yourself just because. So, one out of topic designed flow that I want to talk about real quick was that right there. So, I sell final expense or just life insurance for a living, right? Let's just get down to narrow nitty gritty. There is a immediate and significant difference between an 80-year-old healthy person and an 80-year-old healthy person. Now, quality of extending life has greatly expanded now this world, period. People are living longer. But I can live longer, or when it's time to die, it's time to die, or it is what it is. Yeah, you feel that way until, like most humans, until it's too late and you fucked up. And you start getting into your 60s and 70s, you have serious health issues, you don't really want to die, or you're ready to die because you're in agonizing defeat every day because you fucked up financially and you fucked up health-wise. That is one hell of a bitter situation that I don't even know why they fight through it, to be honest with you. I guess it's better fight through it than putting a bullet in your head. But, I'm just having a real talk with you right now. I've seen some very, very, very shitty situations for people. And, some of them grab my attention, some of them don't, because 98% of the time who we are in life because of choices. Now, choices comes with the benefit of knowing why you need to make those choices. Everybody's life's hard. Everybody has a story, right? That's why we don't give a shit about the stories of where, unless people are successful. The successful stories that seem realistic, climb yourself, is the ones that really acclaim to fame. Why? Because if it seems unrealistic, the masses just feels it's unachievable. But when somebody normal outbreaks and reaches through the what it seems like impossible, the impossible suddenly becomes realistic and possible. Yes, there's unfair advantages all across the world. Hispanics, blacks, white privilege, you name it. We all have a choice how we decide to define reality and bend it. And it's your choice to define what is realistic to you and what's not. Your mind can only expand as far as you allow it, but I guarantee you, like this universe, it has no boundaries. It has no boundaries. And one book that I'd love to suggest to you that I'm reading right now is a book called what is it called? Hold on, let me go back to my audio books real quick. It's by David Goggins, and once you read the book, or I prefer the audio book, you will refer to him, David fucking Goggins. He is a Navy SEALs incredible indestructible machine created by the SEALs, one of the greatest military branches on the world. The name of the book is why do I keep trying to say You Can't Hurt Me? It sounds like it should say You Can't Hurt Me, but that's me trying to make up a whole title. The title of his book is Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. I would 1000% recommend you to read the audiobook. It's very, very just life-changing, specifically when you think you've achieved things as far as an athletic background, a military background. This guy right here, it's one of my new sayings. If David fucking Goggins can do it, I need to find a way to do it. His book has changed my life. It's one of the books to put on the shelf and reread at least one year. It's very powerful. So that was my daily topic suggestion for you. Getting back to the topic and point is this: the quality of life, the circle of life. You gotta understand that it's surreal and it's important and it's valuable. I just want you guys to pay attention. 2020, COVID-19 exists for a reason. We must live and learn and go through these experiences. Got people like me, it's like, yeah, I hear it, I hear about it, but I don't stress about it. Right? If I get it, my body has to do what it's supposed to do, which is fight through it. It's any disease, that's any virus. Can your body withstand that? And it just takes me back to why I want people to be healthy. You don't have to be in shape. You don't have to have a six-pack, but you need to do the right body. And the right things to your body is just simplistic balance. It's the same thing we were creating with our vision. Wealth is health. Your wealth is your health. Without your health, you are defeated in many ways, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because I've seen it. I've seen a beautiful 80-year-old man plus, 80-year-old plus man and woman, happy, as good as can, be. We all got to die one day, right? But again, it's a difference between an 80-year-old man dying versus a 80-year-old unhealthy man dying. 80-year-old healthy man dying versus an 80-year-old unhealthy man. It's two different qualities of life. They may have both died at the same time, but one died out of misery. One died because he was just ready to go. It's like there's nothing else for me to do in this life. Imagine waking up saying that. I've done everything I could. Hell's body is healthy as a horse, but the mind, well, I wouldn't say it got defeated, but it was ready to go. Because when the mind is ready to go, it don't matter what the body wants to do. The spirit will go next, slowly but surely. And then you got people that cling to desperate hopes of modern medication, and they just they're miserable. And I don't know what keeps them alive, honestly. Just misery, I guess. Misery and defeat of, I messed up and this is my life for the rest of my life. I'm on oxygen, I'm on butyrol pumps because I have COPD, or I'm on blood pressure and insulin. That isn't the life you want to live, even if it is affordable for them now. As millennials, I don't know what to tell you, because a lot of stuff that's in place with them probably won't be in place for us. They're barely affording to live. They're barely affording to get the medication they need to survive. And it's just as simple as take care of yourself. You don't have to be the healthiest person in the world. You don't have to work out every day. But one thing you do need to do is be specifically, dynamically, ultra being focused on consciously being aware of what you put in and out of your body. What goes in must come out, whether it's healthy or bad. And a lot of people just don't understand that reality. When you are drinking too much, it needs to be a red alert that goes off in your head. When you are eating out too much, there needs to be a red alert that goes off in your head. When you are not getting enough greens in you, green drinks, veggie drinks, shakes, green tea without all the sugary stuff that, for example, Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts puts into it. I'm talking about the random green matcha tea, which is pretty disgusting. If I'm being honest with you, it's nasty as shit. You need to put some honey or something in it, some type of natural sweetener in it. But man, I'm just telling you. See, that's wasn't even my topic of the day, but stuff like that, just specifically seeing as much as I do on a day-to-day basis, just consciously aware and scared, if I'm being honest with you, about the appropriate word. scared to fuck up like these 60, 70, 80-year-old people that I talk to every day and see the way they live, not only financially, but just it's health-wise. Once you lose your health, I mean, to be unfinancially secure and to lack the health, it just puts you in bad binds, man. I'm telling you, people, so take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. With that being said, the topic of the day is just empowerment. Again, started the whole topic off with thank you for your time. Thank you for allowing me to pour into you. Why? Because whoever's listening, I'm telling you just like this. Keep going. And this is a guy young in his career, very ambitious, working his ass off Monday through Sunday to see change, to see the outcome, to see the progression. And it's hard when you have incredibly high standards, and I see them, trust me. You gotta sit back and relax and just be grateful. Tony Robinson, the guy I listen to a lot, it's one of the things he preaches and preaches and preaches. If you don't take a minute out of your day, out of your schedule every day to just be grateful. He teaches that a lot too. You have to be grateful. Put the little things in the big things. But you gotta hold yourself accountable. Don't settle. Don't get comfortable. Always understand there's more for us to do, more people for us to pour into. And whoever's hearing this, whether it's because you haven't gotten started yet, you don't know how to, you're struggling, keep going. My business, my career, my life, my God, I can't wait to tell you the story at the end of the year once everything is completed. I almost filled out my business, guys. Almost filled out my business, pouring 110% back into it, not seeing immediate results. I mean, it hurts. But determination, persistency, and a drive to succeed will always, always, always take you to the top. This business that I am is for life insurance. It's just all about grit and grind, grit and grind like most things in life. And let me tell you, that's exactly what it is. Not only have I resituated and repositioned myself to be around people of higher authority, people that want to climb to the top in an aggressively hungry way, networking. The more I notice that I hang around or change my crowd or get uncomfortable to be in new positions, the more I understand of how important it is. The more I understand that as I grow and build my wealth, one of the most important things I want to do is create wealth networking groups. Big ones, sophisticated ones, realistic ones, one for kids. We got to get out, people. You got to get uncomfortable. I mean, it's uncomfortable for me sometimes, but it is a part of growth. You got to get out and know people. You got to get out and be known. And between that and just sticking it out, and seeing the return of investment pay off in times of darkness, keep going. The insurance business has changed my life. It's going to take me to the next level. It's going to allow me to invest into other assets. Keep going. This affirmation, this message is for you. You are the Almighty Spirit. You will never let anything defeat you. You are great. You are powerful. You are going to be okay. You are strong. You are built for this. Nothing can defeat you. You must have that mental position and attitude. I promise you, whoever's listening to this is for you. If you're hearing me, this is for you. This message is for you. Trust me, I've been defeated, but I have not given up. I may have lost a few battles, but not lose this war. If I lose the war, I would die a beautiful death, just like the great 300 Spartans, one of my favorite movies. Spartan. Men, today we die a beautiful death. I can just see the vision of the movie right now. The gates of hell is what they call it. The last battle known as the beautiful death. Because guess what? When you put your all into something, a business, a career, a skill that can take you and your family to the next level, I'm not saying it has to be insurance. That's not what this podcast is about. I'm saying it needs to be something. You need to secure that package and move it to the next level. If you're investing your time, energy, and efforts into something as far as a job, a business, a career that cannot develop you into the next level, that cannot give you that next stepping stone, you're wasting time. Thou who wastes time will not prevail to win the fight or nor the battle. You will lose miserably, and you will possibly die. And dying can mean a lot of things in this metaphor. So, keep going. Keep going. Here's what I got to say for today, okay? You are in control of your own life. And the quicker you understand that, the better you understand that, the faster you understand that, you will immediately see the quality of life. Okay, let me repeat that. You are the only person in control of your life. The quicker you understand that, the better you understand that, the faster you understand that, which is the same difference, just quicker. The more impact and immediately impact that you see in the quality of life that you live in. And I'm talking about both finances, connections, working, everything. When you allow other people, your parents, your children to control your life, your destiny, you will never fulfill your savior, your spiritual belief, your universe, whatever you believe in. And to understand that you control everything, mentally, physically, and spiritually, not other people. The moment you don't fuck up and say, I fucked up. That person may have fucked up, but guess what? Say, I fucked up. And you know, okay. Because there's many things you could have did to know that, okay, I believed in everything that you told me, I into this, but I didn't have a plan B. Or, I had that doubt. Or, I could have did something better. All you need to discuss with I, not why, not what, not how, but taking responsibility. A lot of people that I talk to, agents, and one of the reasons that this industry has such a high turn ratio is because people come from being employees with their mindset, have to take control, where you don't have to take responsibility, to self-employed business building, career building opportunity. You start off as a 1099 contractor with the ability to develop into a business owner based off where the business can take you with the multiple streams, not from final expense, but annuities and UL policies. You have the Medicare, you have the absolute health side, and you have the mortgage protection side. I mean, it's just property and casualty. You have different streams of variable incomes within the same industry structure. They're all different licenses, they're all different type of products. But guess what? They're all different type of commission structure, all different type of residual setups. All I do is focus, no matter what you're doing in life. And one of the things that ticks me off is the fact that no matter how young or old or semi-grown or fully grown people think they are, a lot of people can't take control. They come into, whether it's our agency, another agency, a huge agency, a small agency, and they want people to direct them, which is okay. As far as in the beginning, it's called training. I'll direct you to do this. No, I suggest you to do this. Because at the end of the day, if you can't have the inability to make decisions and learn from your fuck-ups, you will have a hard time. And a lot of people can't do that. They can't do the day. They can't do the rejection. They can't deal with the fact that nobody's here to baby them. Nothing is a necessity other than the fact that, hey, I did my job. My job is to have I use the same exact philosophy as a NCAA football team, whether 1A all the way down to Division 3 and then NAIA. Our job as a football coach, or their job as a football coach, is to recruit you and do everything they can to get you there in a fair, legal, ethical manner. Once we get you there, it's fuck that. Fuck it. Because one, I have the ability between a unlimited database to understand that every time I bring somebody in, I'm always looking to replace them. no matter how good they are, because it's the way of life of football. They can get hurt, they want to train, they can be adjust to our system, they cannot develop into the system, and that's okay. It's a part of the game and structure. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes it's our fault, sometimes it's the recruit's fault. Once I get you to the team, it's your job. Understand this now. This is real life scenarios. If you're a football fan, or even if you're not, I'm just explaining to you how football works, even in the NFL. Once we get you on the team, that's it. It's your job to do everything you can to basically recruit us and show us why you need to touch the field on Saturdays and Sundays. Because guess what? You don't. You'll easily be second string, third string, fifth string, all the way down to just non-traveling. When you don't travel, then it means you might as well red shirt. You don't want a red shirt unless you need a red shirt. Red shirt are people who sit out a whole year to build their body, their mind, learn the playbook, etc. So it's just guaranteed no playtime. Everybody wants to go to some play. That's the philosophy of this, or just the realisticness. This is real facts and stuff. You gotta want to come to school on a full ride scholarship. Understand that everything that's brought to the table, these resources provided to you by agencies, specifically mine, are not free. These leads are not free. The training systems are not free. My time is not free. Nothing's free. The carriers, getting contracted with the carriers, weren't free. And guess what? You getting on board, which is one of the reasons why we don't pay for our 1099 agents to get contracted, because we want you to put blood, sweat, and tears into this. We pay for it. You come in, lollygag, do what you want. It's just a waste of money. Time and energy. You got to put some skin in the game for a reason. You're more reliable to want to push through. Once you get past your first year, got bone, get past that test trial, that speed, and understanding the different strength and physicality of what level from high school to college, you're pretty much good to go from there. You're solid. You usually come out and have an awesome sophomore year, an awesome junior year, and by that time you're looking to go to the NFL. Our NFL is you becoming an agency owner. So this is why I relate what I know, my morals, my characteristics of football and the sports background, to what I do in this business. Is very similar, which is one of the reasons why I probably love it. Once I get you on board, people, take control. Understand that I am here to be a very, very effective resource between my resources already available to you and the resources that can be available to you by just opening your mouth and staying in great communication with me. I'm here to take you to this level by any means. I didn't bring you on board to play with you. Hope you get this and figure it out like most agency owners, specifically the bigger ones, though you're just 1,000% just a number. You're not a number with me. I'm smaller. And once I outgrow myself, I start passing you along to my legs. Because guess what? I'm looking for 10 immediate legs underneath me. Those people will have a very powerful position, not only between incentive carriers and networks. Everybody under that umbrella will go under them, because I won't have time for anything but what I call the fabulous 10, maybe 11. Thinking about a football squad. I do everything with numbers similar to that. Well, sports. So I'm looking for my famous Directive 11. I'm nowhere close to 11. I'm looking for 11 agency owners that want to build 8-figure agencies. Once I find them, I'm done. Any and everybody else that comes under me after that is going under one of my legs. So if you're looking to build a legitimate 7-8-figure agency, I mean all of my connections between the real estate that I'll be building, the units that I'll be building, I'll be able to build this portfolio or have the resources for you to jump and invest into our portfolios for all of that. My 11 agency owner and managers will have resources and activities, everything. All the millionaires I know, all of my lead, well, everybody gets access to the lead systems. You know, it's just one of those exclusive things where everybody has access to it. But once you go to the exclusive executive suite versus what everybody else has access to, trust me, you never want to go back. And if you never got a taste of that, I'm sorry. Sorry for you. All I'm saying is, when you have a young company like us, or just anybody, you might want to look and do your research on them hard and think. Because sometimes, specifically when you can grow with the right company going to grow like us, it changes your life because you're growing with them. So you're going to get everything from the get-go. Unlike a proven bigger company where you're just a number, is harder to develop and grow, is sometimes impossible, specifically in our industry. A lot of these bigger agencies and corporations can cap you off real quick. And the only chance that you have to go is if something crazy happens as far as unethics, which most big dogs are going to do anything unethical, or when people die. You don't want to wait 20, 30 years for somebody to die. And some people wishing for people to die right now because they know when that person dies, they're next in line. Maybe. But when that person dies, they instantly get up. Telling you, when those spots open up, trust me, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars sometimes. And for the huge spots that open up every blue moon, these are chosen selective people. You're talking millions of dollars. So we're looking for people that want to build careers, not play around or look for a specific selection or a specific carrier or just leads. I'm not telling you I'm shooting you guys away, but the likelihood of us working out, it's like going back to Nick Saban and what is the coach of Georgia's name? God know his name. Obviously, I'm a Georgia fan. I forgot his name. I'll just go with Nick Saban. It's like Nick Saban. We're only looking for specific people to play their roles and allow us to run our system to a complete T. Because guess what? The system works. Nick Saban is a all-time winner in his decade in college football. Most championships and a still very powerful program in your head. So, hey, listen, I'm just saying that you want to be a part of people that want to grow, a system that's growing and wants to grow. This is your shot. You want to grow? Pick something. Pick a game, pick a lead. Make sure it's something you can grow with and into. Make sure it's people that can grow with you and into it. And once you outgrow those people, which is fine. Sometimes you outgrow people, or get what, people outgrow you and you don't even realize it. Just don't waste your time on skills and assets or potential assets that you're trying to grow that don't take you to the next level like you want it to. Everybody has a different next level. My next level may be, for example, $50 million versus your next level is $10 million. Not to throw it out there that you just need to think bigger, but that's what you package your life to be. That's fine. I'm a believer in both. Some people do not need $1 million. They'll make the right smart investments, work all their life a modest, great jobs, be a family man or woman, and it's fine. Look, I love it. And you got some people that don't know how or care to or have never been taught to think past the 500,000 million. And that's dangerous to do. And it's one thing between somebody that's living a modest, fair investment life and they live like that versus somebody else that's not and makes $1 million but spends $900,000 a year to maintain a what he thinks is a very fruitful lifestyle. And then by the time retirement gets here and they keep spending that money, and then guess what? They go broke. I like the guy that slowly and modestly invested and ended up getting $800,000 for his lifetime, and he just lives off that. He's done his calculations correctly. Half of it he gets sick or his family, and he needs to spend $200,000 of it. He can still live off the other $500,000 because everything's paid off, and he have a little annuity to spend him $1,500 guaranteed, along with maybe his Social Security. It's just people out there. Trust me, I run into them every blue moon, and that's fine. It's a beautiful life. It's a life that person chose. But if you're looking to go to the next level, let's go to the next level. The next level is whatever you think to perceive as far as where your cap off is, let's times it by 10 and get there. I appreciate you coming up on a minute mark. Actually, we're past it. School is in session. and school is out. I forgot to ring the bell, and my mind was just flowing, ready to be amongst your peace and time. I really thank you for tuning in to the Legacy Wealth Advantage podcast. Tune in again next week. The episode is just going to be just as amazing. Please go check out our YouTube video. I got a couple of YouTube videos up with our visuals on them. I know you love them. Our YouTube channel is obviously Legacy Wealth Advantage. We're on Instagram at Coach Q13. We're also on TikTok at Coach Q. I'm playing on TikTok. Come on, believe me, trust me, watch me. Empower yourself, stay humble, and keep your peace. With that being said, you have a beautiful day.